Green-red Transmogrify here. Cheating things into play. Our deck only has exactly one real creature in it, and that creature is the Titan of the industry here, which generates a lot of value and power. So we've got Careful Cultivation as well as Courier's Briefcase that can let us transmog a Titan of Industry into play on turn 3. We can also curve Esika's Chariot into Lukka, and Lukka can just -2 on the cat tokens 2 turns in a row to make Titan of Industry happen twice. We get to play the Orphanguard because Titan of Industry is an elemental, so this is a creature we can always pick up with that, which is great. Then we got some other interactive bits, then some other grindy card selection bits like Reflection. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this one and see how it feels. Yeah, I was glad Snorlax got some buffs too. I've got a few highlights teed up for the Pokemon Unite channel. I don't know why my Playblade keeps resetting itself, but it's really obnoxious. And unfortunately, well, fortunately and unfortunately, so the Marvel Snap content has had really good metrics in the afternoons. And unfortunately for Pokemon Unite, the queue times for Pokemon Unite in the morning for a US player are just absolutely abysmal. So I tried moving the Unite segments to first thing to start the stream, and I just couldn't get games consistently in a reasonable amount of time because of my location and the time. Easy mulligan here to start this. Nothing to do for a while. Sure, this looks great. Sign me up. This matchup has got to be bad, right? Oh yeah, they're on the play with Spirit into card draw. Yeah, I can only assume this is atrocious. Any matchup where you go second against Mono Blue is bad. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. You know what? I'm actually at the Diamond 4 rank floor, so rather than sit here and get counterspelled a bunch, I'm just going to give them their free ladder points, so we get to go ahead and just bow out of this one. That's the real power of the Diamond 4 rank floor, chat. Lose the die roll, concede the match. It's busted. Overpowered. Dear Watsy, please nerf the Diamond 4 rank floor. Hey, Pixie. Thank you for the over 2.5 years. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Yeah, I often say, if you're ever playing any game and you find yourself not having fun, you should either stop playing that game or start playing it in a different manner that allows you to enjoy it. Your game should be fun. Life is short, and as an adult, you're going to have lots of things that you are obligated to do that you can't get out of. Your games should never feel like a chore. And if they do, you need to sit back and really reassess, hey, why are we still playing this? Hey, what's going on, Fancier? Since the Kiki Chord days, been known to get a little freaky kiki in my time. No creature on 2 after the faces here is a rough beat. Good for us, obviously. Rough for them. So hoping to draw untapped land so we can Fable without having to use my Courier's Briefcase as a treasure. Nailed it. Hey, what's going on, Mr. JoJo? Thank you for the 38 months. Welcome back. Yeah, Snorlax and the pig got boosted Pokemon Unite. The Slowbro got a stealth buff as well. He got a bug fix that made Scald a lot better. I have some good Snorlax, Mamoswine, and Scaldbro gameplay coming your way on the highlights channel soon. Discard cards to draw cards. I definitely don't have time to do this, and honestly, I probably don't have time to do this either, right? Now, the good news is this can't attack or block, right? Yeah. So I get to go ahead and attack for 1 here. And then we get to Lukka this Dorko into a Titan of Industry. And we're gonna make a 4-4 in game 5 here.
They call me Pykin.
These are a few of my favorite things. Okay, Titan of Industry has reach here, but Glory Banger could technically exert itself onto it, so I don't have a profitable block. We'll see what they do here. Seeing Glorybringer and Hazoret makes me feel less bad for them that they missed the creature onto it this, because their deck's like a really weird split, huh? Like bigger and smaller things. There's like trading their Glorybringer for my 4-4 deal. Okay, yeah, and then Fable flips over, and we get to turn Fable into another Titan of Industry. Good beats, good beats. No, this is a copied deck list, but I assume the answer to your question, Archivist, is 5 mana is like infinite mana. Like, even think about this matchup, right? Like, Anger against a red deck that's low to the ground. I guess they're a medium-sized red deck. Against a low to the ground red deck, though, this is much better than Burn Down the House. Secret Reach claims another victim. Mood. This is a Tamiyo safekeeping matchup. The life on it doesn't seem irrelevant. Alright, what about that? I actually don't know if this is an Anger matchup. They're kind of a bigger red deck, huh? Think I want to braid for the spot removal. I mean, again, like the gain 2 life, like against like low to the ground mono red with like Annex and swarming the board. Obviously, these cards are great, but like against this like kind of go bigger. Yeah, the real upside to this is that we can use it to protect a token when we go in to try and turn it into a Titan. Is the upside that this one has. Trim some of my 4s and bring in a couple of these. Thanks for the 16 months, by the way, Ashton. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Is everybody fraying out this morning? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you didn't miss me too much yesterday. I took off because I was a part of the Pokemon broadcast over the weekend. We had 2 long days back to back. It was a good day yesterday. Took the kids to the library. We went to the pool. Summer's fun, Chip. Although I forgot my sandals when I went to the pool. And the ground was definitely hot enough that I got a blister on my foot walking around. Just a little oof.
Listen, pal, I'm with the Gatewatch, so you might as well give up already. Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Okay, so we do this. And then we do this. And then we do this. I think we destroy the enchantment, right? Am I gaining life here or am I making a 4-4? I think I'm making a 4-4. We're destroying enchantment, make a 4-4. Are you having fun yet, opponent? I'm having fun. That was good for me. Yeah. The instant speed make a mana dork token is kind of really messed up in this archetype. It's like, tap out, thinking that it's cool, and then you're just like, actually, get you. I understand how my magic cards work, Charbeck. Too much dog. Thank you for the 35 months. Welcome back. Pit Panther coming in for over 2 years. Appreciate it. All right, so this time around against Mono Blue, we're on the draw again, but they don't have the nuts. And I've got a couple of removal spells here to begin with, so I think we're chilling for now. It's on 2468. Thanks for sticking around for almost 2 years. Welcome back. I think we're just chilling at this point. They're going to flash in a threat. We're going to kill it with Fire Prophecy. No threat. That is also acceptable. I accept your terms and conditions. Let this happen, and I'm gonna let it go to their turn before I try and kill it, because if they have counterspell mana, I want them to use it on their turn cycle, I think. Or if they have second rattle chains here. Yeah. There could be merit to waiting on this because of Slip Out the Back, but I also want to play Fable the Mirror Breaker this turn, so I want to play this around to soft counter. Yeah, not really a whole lot we can do here about triple rattle chains. Yeah, we played Mardu Pyromancer into a ramp deck that felt hopeless, and then we played into Meathook Massacre, which felt similarly hopeless, so we deleted the deck and moved on with our life. And then in peak Magic fashion, we've now queued up into 3 matches in a row with this deck that would probably have been okay matches for the Mardu deck, but, you know, whatever. Just infinite polarization in these formats. That's not really new to Magic, though. It's pretty typical of its non-rotating format experience. Oh, you know what? I should attack with the 2/2 first to make a treasure, because they have things that counter unless I pay 4. If I generate a treasure token, I can pay 4. Alright, they raised the bar, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I played this game out at least, but I'm not gonna play this entire match. I think it's just a waste of time. I'm gonna try and play some other matches where we can hopefully have some back and forth or run them over, but our deck full of expensive cards is just gonna die to the tempo deck. The mono blue deck is very good in this format because it preys on the clunkier, bigger decks like this one. If you haven't seen the mono blue deck before, definitely check that out on the YouTube channel. It's very good. We finished the mono red deck. Thank you very much. We were polarized in our favor there. We're 6 matches into Explorer this morning, and we actually haven't played anything close to a close match. It's actually just been 80-20 in one direction every single game. actually just 5 for 5 on 80-20s. This might be close. They're a deck that can maybe power through a Titan of Industry happening. Which is basically what they need to be in order to keep up with us. Alright, and they have Mayhem Devil here, unfortunately. So I actually can't Titan next turn now because they can eat the food to kill this token. Well, I guess that assumes they have a red land. But assuming they have untapped red here, I'm going to need to take a second to Fire Prophecy the Mayhem Devil. What's going on, Tokyo? Thank you for the 31 months of Prime. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Why are food players always so slow? I am told that if you play a deck that cannot win before turn 10, you're actually obligated to waste infinite time off your clock while you play. Otherwise, Magic Arena finds you. They didn't have red mana. That's a good beat for us. They could have a fatal push here. Well, yeah, but if they cast Devil off the Goose Hide, then they can't hold up a sacrifice to kill my 1/1 in response to a Transmogrify. Is the difference. Going on, Williams. Thank you for the 34 months. Welcome back. Now my Fire Prophecy doesn't even get to... Now my Fire Prophecy doesn't even get to draw a card, so I get to sack the Mayhem Devil to the Witch's Oven. Obviously, I still have to kill the Mayhem Devil, but I don't get to fix anything here now, though. Going on, Avocado. Thank you for the 27 months. It's been a trip. I guess for the sake of not conceding again, we'll hang out in this, but I would like the record to reflect I'm pretty sure this game is unwinnable from here. I just don't want to be conceding constantly, so we're gonna hang out, I guess. We can chat while we sit here and wait for our opponent to take game actions. Now. Eldraine was only 3 years ago. Not quite 4. I know time is an illusion, but... Wasn't a green screen, chat. It was a real proper backdrop that was much too large to fit behind me. The decorative sticks have returned. Yeah, to be fair, the decorative sticks were never gone. They were just chilling in another castle. All right, I lied. I'm not sitting here waiting for our opponents. I'm sorry. People are gonna leave because I'm conceding here. They're not gonna be happy with this stream anyways. This is just, we're done. I'm not gonna concede the match because I think our deck has a chance to win the match, but like, we're super done on that board state and I'm moving along. I can't do it, chat. I can't bring myself to it. I'm out. Peace. All right, burn down the house is slow and clunky. Chandra seems slow and clunky. We bring in these to try and protect our Transmogrify target so we can get Titans into play. Let's trim up Fire Prophecy because of that. You know, they sacked to deny the thing. The card draw. The 3.5-year sellers, welcome back. They were a slower than average oven player. I would argue they were an exactly average cat oven player. The average cat oven player. The average cat oven player is pretty slow. Oh, by the way, this is your political news bite with Jeff Hoagland. The official Texas Republican Party conference established their party goals over the weekend, chat. And their party goals included condemning homosexuality because the Republican Party is a party full of fucking bigots and always has been. And those bigots have just been given empowerment in the MAGA Trump era. So just a reminder, if you're a Republican, fuck you, leave my stream. Go think, and if you think I'm rude saying that, you're a fucking piece of shit for supporting stuff like what they literally wrote down for everyone to see at their conference this weekend. This has been your political morning soundbite with Jeff Hoagland. Yeah, that's exactly right, Archivist. It's trans rights being attacked everywhere, and then they're gonna move into gay rights, and then women's rights, and just all of it, right? If you're not a straight, white, cis dude that conforms to whatever their narrative of a man is supposed to be, they're coming for you next. They're gonna work their way down. It's for the 63 months, Jen. Welcome back. Thanks for the biddies, Beck. We should have a pretty decent start here. Fable, I feel like this is a matchup where being this kind of more fair ramp deck probably favors us more than anything. They have enough interaction that, like, going for faster combos like our hand was last game definitely ends in failure more often than not. Opponent's got a whole lot of nothing going on so far. That bodes well for our hero. This gets to attack once or twice, fingers crossed, so it's just like hard cast Titan on 5 would be sick. This card is like the fire design jank glue for sure. Just like does a lot of things you're interested in your bad deck doing. I agree with that, Gap. I think there is a good chance that part of what the Republican Party in Texas is doing is trying to explicitly push left-leaning people out of their state because they know they're losing their grip there every election. My sub officially needs its own health insurance. Are you hiring Jack Doolittle? I'm on my wife's health insurance plan. If my wife didn't provide health insurance for my family, I couldn't do this as a job. I'm only on track to make like 90 to 100 grand this year, which is not enough to provide health insurance for a family of 5 and have all the other living expenses required if my job doesn't do it. Your options in the United States, chat, are don't be poor or don't get sick. Yeah, that's gross income before taxes and everything else comes out. For people that don't know what things like that cost, my wife and I actually priced out comparing her health insurance when this started being a job for me. Health insurance comparable to what my wife's corporate job provides for my family costs approximately $3,000 per month, and that isn't even if we get sick. There's still like a $5,000 deductible per person on that, plus co-pays, plus other stuff, right? So it's like 36 grand a year to replace what we get from her job as an independent contractor like I do here. And again, like for people that don't live in the US, that doesn't actually cover anything. If you actually get sick or break something or go to the hospital, you pay more past the 36 grand. You just pay the 36 grand so that way if you really get sick and get a bill for 100 grand or more, you're covered. I think businesses actually pay their half of health insurance or they get a deal. It's not a full half. They definitely get a deal. Yeah, and also, for what it's worth, chat, I'm super aware of my privilege. I'm aware that saying I make 90 to 100 grand in a year puts me above most people in the United States. Most people in the United States, chat, are fucked if they get sick. Over half of the bankruptcies in the United States are from hospital, medical, and dental debt from people that got sick and aren't incredibly privileged like me. I'm in a position of privilege because if I or a family member gets sick, my family doesn't file for bankruptcy. That's what it's like to live in the United States. We have a lot of iPhones though, and we have like TVs, and we have like roads and stuff. We got some good stuff going for us too, but just like don't be poor and get sick, you know? I think I'm happy with how we sideboarded, huh? I'm gonna run it back. I wanna run it back. So, this is like a generically good hand, but it's not specifically good in this matchup. Unless they tap out, we're probably not transmogging on 3 here. Okay, yeah, sweet. Safekeeping is a great pickup. Means we find one more land, we can do that. I remember Fox once ran a story about poor people having appliances like microwaves and refrigerators, meaning they weren't really poor. I kid you not, chat. I've talked about the conservative household I grew up in on stream before. Something I heard a lot growing up was, oh, those people can't really not afford these things. They have smartphones. They have X nice thing that costs a couple of $100. What do you mean they can't afford 36 grand a year for health insurance? They have a $200 cell phone. They're living in luxury. It's just like, oh. Okay, so they left us the Transmog and the Safekeeping. So are they killing this token proactively, or do they have two removal spells? I waited a bit for service to get my ankle reconstructed in Canada, but I didn't have to pay for it, so it was worth it. My wife wanted to get in to see our regular doctor for something out of cycle, her appointment was 3 weeks out, chat. When people tell you you wait longer in other countries that have socialized medicine, you wait a long time in countries like the United States. And again, like, we have good insurance. Like, it's just common to wait to get things done for medical basically everywhere. The only people that don't wait for stuff like that are people who are unholy rich. Like 7, 8 figures per year, lots of dollars in the bank, paying like money hand over fist to get stuff like that. Yeah. All right, if they don't have double Doomblade here, we get to Transmog next turn, so... And we're definitely going for it at this point, right? Definitely in YOLO territory here. Real rich, so people with 2 refrigerators. Oh no. If I tell you I have a small second freezer in my garage, chat, are you gonna throw me in with the people that you're going to eat? Probably. All right, then in that case, I do not have a chest freezer in my garage. Definitely do not have that. No, you need it with 3 kids. Ain't that the truth? Thanks for the Prime Big Heads. Welcome back. Yeah, I think it probably, it almost assuredly varies, Sags, where you're from too, right? Like, my wife tried to make an appointment with not a specialist, just our regular family doctor, and it was a 3-week wait to make it out of cycle. Second safekeeping here is baller. And they know about one of these safekeeping, so the second one should be extra tasty here. Wait. Opponent. Opponent. All right, so I think we are destroy a thing, make a rhino. Get rid of this trailer crumbs. I think if you live in the Midwest, a chest freezer just materializes. Yeah. 2 kitchens is a flex. Yes, that is I think I agree with that. 2 kitchens is a little bit of a flex. What's going on, Chastity? Thanks for the over a year. Welcome back. Oh yeah, I guess that's a question too. Like full kitchen versus wet bar is different. It is a full kitchen, yeah. All right, so we don't have an answer to this offhand, but they also can't sacrifice another thing to it, so we got that going for us. If we draw a second Fire Prophecy, we could take this off the board this turn. It's a little bit of a big if. I guess we might be able to run them down here as well, right? Because I get to attack with the Titan and the 4/4, and if they don't block either of them, they're going to take a big chunk. And if they block the 4/4, Fire Prophecy finishes the core ball. We might be able to pressure them out of this. Transmog or Lukka technically take the core vault off the board here too, right? Oh, right, Jin. I forgot you're in a rural area. That's true, chat. Listen, chat. Rural living is busted. Small town, mid-sized town. If you can get away with living in one of those places, they're good. They're good living. Lukka. Oh, this is only a creature I control. Sag. All right, let's start by attacking with both of these. If Corvald wants to block the 4/4, we'll Fire Prophecy it, and then when Corvald doesn't block the 4/4, we get to Lukka and turn this into another Titan. I think we're killing the Witch's Oven here too, right? We're just like kill Witch's Oven, make a 4/4. This matchup actually seems pretty okay. Especially with these Safekeepings post board. Like, having part of our primary game plan just be a Naturalize on a stick is like pretty cracked. And like, if they don't attack Lukka here, we get a 3rd Titan next turn, right? I'm supposed to get paid to live in Wisconsin, asking the real questions. Yeah, that's true too. Making them keep in pushes comes at a cost when we have like our more grindy mid-range draw, or like our ramp focus draw, I guess is a better way to put it. We had Dairy Queen for dinner last night after we took the kids to the pool. We had some cheese curds. I don't know if my stomach is happy that we had cheese curds the next day since I'm an old man now, but they were good yesterday when I was eating them. All right, so Corvald the Fake Curse King here is huge. But we're not in danger of dying just yet. This stream isn't sponsored or endorsed by Dairy Queen, but Dairy Queen, if you're out there, it could be, and I totally didn't say that thing about my stomach. Oh, is it Christy got some kind of cheesecake blizzard thing? I'm a sucker for cheesecake, chat. Definitely all in on cheesecake, the best kind of cake. Are you dead to this attack with these tramplers? Please be dead to the attack with these tramplers. I guess I get to go block 1 and then chump take 7. If we draw a land, maybe Den of the Bugbear is lethal. Wait, am I dead? Did I die? This attack makes me think I'm dead. Okay, wait. So they can bring the cat back. Bids for the correct cake opinion. Thanks, Cap. If I don't block, do I die? I'm at 15 right now. These are both summoning sick. I think I just take this, right? I think we choose to block warriors. So like this puts me to 15 and this goes to 13. How are they sacrificing 2 more things, chat, with 1 mana? What are they sacrificing 2 more things with? Because they sack the food to the cat. And then they have a cat and these. I die if they have villagers. How do I die to village rights? This is 13 and I'm at 15 once this drains me. Village rights was 1 more. That's 14. And they don't have mana to cast Deadly Dispute. I'm gonna choose to block warriors by not blocking this Corvald. I'm not dead yet. Their 4th oven is in the bin. We're dead to a cat. They could draw another cat here. This is their only cat so far, right? They're 36. They're 24 cards into their deck. So they get 2 draws and another cat. Am I dead yet? Their last of it is gone. Are they dead to these Titans? I hope so. This is 10, right? Or sorry, this is 6. Or, yeah, this is 10 alone. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good stuff. No, there's no reason to cast a spell there when they're dead. There's no reason to blink. Yeah, I'm glad we conceded the first game. The first game we were dead to rights in and we needed to move on. I think that matchup actually seems pretty reasonable for this deck, which likely means this deck's probably fine. Likely probably fine. Yeah, having a bunch of naturalizes in our main deck is guess. You didn't end at exactly one. You didn't use all your resources optimally. Accurate. I think I keep this. We have this for interaction, and Chandra just casts Titan on turn 4, right? Or turn 5, right? Just kind of guess. And now that they've Thoughtseized us, I'm even more happy that I kept my hand because, you know, Thoughtseize decks. You don't make your hand better against Thoughtseize by starting with less cards. We are winning. It's 20-14. That's true. Just the facts. Am I supposed to Boseiju this Fable? This could be a Boseiju the Fable game. Okay, now we'll Boseiju that one. So they don't get the card selection. Okay. Okay, we're cooking with gas. I think I'm actually not attacking with Kaheera now because these are 3/3s thanks to it. I guess giving them a land wasn't great, because now a land lets them flip Nickel Bowl us. Oh, the token lets them flip Nikki B this turn too. That's whatever, right? Oh no, they discarded a Titan Industry. Okay, we're torched. Okay, so Abrades and Fire Prophecies, and actually Burn Down the House might be okay here, just for the sake of killing their Nicol Bolas. Actually, this is much better. Just Akroan War their stuff, and then try and transmog it. Is it crazy to just, like, cut all of these? Right, what if I do this? This is, like, technically boarding in extra creatures. I kind of like this for making their Flip Nicol Bolas worse, and they probably have Croxel somewhere in there. They're 75. Grixis control is fine in this format. We played some Bolas control, and it was, like, reasonable. That's one. We'll probably get back to. We'll probably play some of that this week. Wanted to try a new Explorer deck to start today, but we're gonna repeat some of the favorites we've played that felt reasonable in the format for sure. And tried a good range of things. I want to get back around to second and third tries on things that felt good. Well, boop. Maybe we'll draw a land next turn, yep. Yeah, a couple of our losses to Gold Caesars. We ran into the mono blue deck twice, which like kind of exists in the format, but isn't super popular, and it's definitely an atrocious matchup for those. Are we on 26? I forget. Yeah, we are actually on 26 here. Scale of 1 to dead. Dead side of the scale. Got it. Okay, so I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, the K command getting used before Esika's Chariot here is, like, kind of a win for us in a way, right? Definitely worse things. Wee McGee, thank you for the almost 3.5 years. Welcome back. We played the mono blue deck last week on stream, actually. And I think the mono blue deck, other than having a bad matchup into black-red, is pretty reasonable in this format, but your black-red matchup is, like, atrocious. And black-red's definitely the most popular thing in Explorer right now, so little give and take there. So, like, we have a bad matchup into mono blue, but mono blue is mediocre into literally the best deck, so that's just, and someone in chat said, that's just, like, how Magic's done rotating formats work. Typically, traditionally speaking, every deck has, like, an 80-20 into something. 10 under, thanks for the 22 minutes. Well, the 22 months. Welcome back. Blub, 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 blub. I'll try and block with the 4-4 here. See what they do. Red-black becomes less good when we get the Delve spells. I don't know. That deck plays a lot of incidental graveyard hate. Well, we'll see though. There's a red-black mid-range deck in Pioneer, I'm pretty sure. That's competitive. I don't know if it's like best deck competitive territory, but I'm pretty sure it's playable. Speaking of graveyard hate. do this to try to get an attack with my other Chariot. I've never played a modern deck that was more than 15% to beat Tron. Never put a sideboard card in for the matchups because they were straight trash. Did you never... Were you not a Kiki Quarter Beetle? It's been so long since the Kiki Cord days, I forget which of the old timers were quarters or not. I think Cord's Tron matchup was mostly fine. It felt bad because like playing against Tron never feels good, but oh man, look at. See, I thought our opponent was playing Grixis Control, but they're actually playing a combo deck here with Consumes All and Memory Deluge. I think you might be misreading. No, I promise you it was fine. It felt bad, but it was fine. Unless you were playing against Ali Andrazi, in which case he was going to mulligan to 4 and still Ugin you on curve. It really sucks that, what's it called? It really sucks that we had to discard our Titans earlier for card selection.
You want to play with fire, huh? Oh, this is gonna hurt.
I've expressed this opinion on stream before. Who is that talking about Twin? I've expressed this on stream before, but I actually think, so yeah, 2 modes there. I actually think Tron's Twin matchup was, like, close to, if not actually favorable by the end. The Tron decks were very much built with Twin in mind by the end of it, and, feeling pretty dead here. Green Red Tron or Mono Green Tron? Either. Green Red Tron was like the meta build, but token to copy here, unfortunately.
My schemes are never ending. Second Right seemed like a really weird choice for our opponent's deck.
They had so many things that used the graveyard that exiling their own and mine seems like a little bit of a strange choice. Tengu Power. We were talking about old timers this morning. Thank you for the 74-month resubscription. It's a long time. Welcome back. Tapped land on 1, untapped land on 2, untapped land on 3. Okay. Magic is a skill-based game. Do-da, do-da. Magic is a skill-based game. Ooh, the do-da-day. Hex. That is one we can't even go back to for old time's sake. The servers are down. The servers are down. Alright, so when we tighten against what's likely a control deck, we put a shield counter on our 7/7, right? Get my 1 point in here. Yeah, hopefully their removal is destroying. Now they need 2, technically 3. These fire prophecies are pretty bad though if they don't play any creatures. Chat, would you describe my board state there as unassailable? And what, if so, what turn did I achieve that board state on? I can only assume that it was not assailable based on my opponent's concession. Sorry, chat. We were tweeting our unassailable board state. Yeah, we need to make sure we got that out there during sideboarding. Sure, we've got the safekeeping here. Oh, that's true. I forgot how we're supposed to count turns in non-rotating formats. They took 2 turns, we took 3 turns. 3 plus 2 is 5, so it was an unassailable turn 5 board state. Don't believe the liars out there, chat. It's such a wild ride through Modern. Started with Pod because he doesn't like Siege Rhino. Reluctantly switched to Twin after the ban. Oof. Picked up Company after they took Twin away, and then ended up on Tron when Coco became unplayable. Since MH2, my cards are just nostalgia. Yep. Yep. They took our briefcase, chat. Fool me once, shame on you. I believe, chat. There's another briefcase coming. Tap the deck. We get to draw our little elemental cat here. Damn it, Courier's briefcase. All right, do we just play this now? We just play this now, right? I'm gonna draw the cat still. I'm gonna take it slow. One more game. Howdy, Wiggin. Thanks for over 3 years. Welcome back. It's a good thing this deck doesn't create unassailable board states as quick as turn 3. Otherwise, we'd have to ban Tibalt's trickery. I could have a counter spell here instead of a removal spell. I didn't attack with my token because they could have had Shark Typhoon to block it. It's an XCOM style game. Listen, chat, I get more than enough anger from playing Magic the Gathering. I don't need an XCOM style game in my life. Emperor is also a reason not to attack. Good shout. And I'm just gaining 5 here this time because the white mana showing means things like Vanishing Verse and Emperor on the table, so the shields counter is less likely to be valuable here. Why didn't they spell pierce the Transmogrify? Chat, remember, When I tell you to ignore the win rate of my decks, I'm not just saying that because there's decks with lots of losses. I'm also saying that because we're playing decks that have wins they probably don't deserve. that moniker cuts both ways. It's actually one of the things that's so interesting about the Marvel Snap ladder and evaluating decks in that game is the fact that you can be losing more than you're winning but still be up cubes in a given game because of how their ladder system works is really interesting. It makes evaluating, like, is this deck good or bad, very difficult from even a large data perspective. It's like, what if a deck's like has like a 45% win rate, but it like farms cubes constantly, right? It's kind of a gas thing to think about. All right, don't march me, daddy. I would like a 4/4, and I would like to break your boat. The fact that the first Titan gets you a token to get another Titan afterwards is also very silly in this deck. You are no longer on a boat. Be gone. Boat, be gone. Spray my boat repellent. Our battleship, Sugar, we're going down. You know, chat, it's been a while since we let people cast some avocado votes. Let's do a deck vote for our second deck today. Deck. No, decks, not formats. I'm gonna pick a couple of different Explorer decks that we played before that were reasonable to let people vote on. All right, so what Explorer decks have we liked? Red Black Vampires, Jund, Fight Rigging. What was something else we played that was playable? Oh yeah, Grixis Planeswalkers. Is there a fourth? The Flash decks were all very bad. The Flash decks were all very bad. Oh, Herald of Anguish Sacrifice. I'm looking through my playlist on YouTube now. All right, you have 10 minutes to vote, chat. As always, you can use bits and channel points to put your thumb on the scale of democracy. Because this is America, chat, and that's allowed here. So the 32 months disposable hero, welcome back. I'd almost gotten clean of my avocado voting habits. Just when I thought I was out, they sucked me right back in. You put up Grixis, so you'll know how this will go. That's probably true. Grixis off to a strong start here. Yeah, all four of these decks are things I'd be content to play, so I'm letting you pick between them. Why do we even vote if Grixis is in the running? Because I have to suck inflation out of the channel point economy. I don't want shillings at 10% like the American dollar yet. I care about you at home and the value of your shillings. Oh, are they also the Transmog deck? I think they're also the Transmog deck. Does the Fight Rigging deck have a single collecting? I cannot tell you how tilting it is that the Fight Rigging deck listed on Untapped has 24 creatures in it and one collecting company. Hold on, Gully. Thanks for the 25 months. I appreciate the prime. Wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you. Am I transmogging this turn or am I fire prophesying? I think I'm fire prophesying. So I'm gonna go ahead and just Kira. And then we can crew off of Cat plus Kira and then attack with Cat and Chariot. They made energy, so they're the what's it called deck? They're the Marvel deck. The Ultimatum Marvel for sure. Not Transmog. Ugins and Ulamogs are their top end. Someone is attempting to outbid Grixis and Hoaglandia, and Herald of Anguish Sacrifice has leapfrogged up to almost 250 votes. Grixis Planeswalkers is holding on, but someone is trying to tip the scales there. I tried, rip. Oof. Yeah, wow, nobody wants to see vampires, huh? Good old 6 votes out of almost 1,000 now. We're dead, right? Arctic just like never beats their Ugin plus their other cards. I think the Grixis Planeswalker deck is fine shit. Legitimately think it is fine. Alright, we're just gonna try and race here. Vampires plays out too closely to generic red-black. Nah, we get to play Vampire Tron and Vampires. 3 mana Sorin is guess. There's no Crocs in that deck either. We are approaching 200% voter turn. I appreciate everybody partaking in the democratic process. Grix is still firmly in the lead despite someone's best Herald of Anguish trying. I have spent 40k for Grixis and I am now destitute. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a 0% of the vote next to something that actually got some number of votes on a Twitch poll before. That's actually kind of incredible. Oh, a couple people cast ballots to get it up to 1%. Look at that. I can hear the red-black vampire voters now chat. Don't look at me. I voted for vampires. Grixis isn't my fault, Jeff. Hey, play a mana dork for me to fire prophecy. Thanks, friend. Appreciate you. How else will it get on the ballot next time? Asking the real questions. I think it was vampires too, Bose, that kept getting pushed, if I recall. After not playing Arena for like 4 years, I loaded up the Grixis deck last month. It was only missing like 12 cards. Yeah. going on, Mello? Hope life's treating you all right. Welcome back. Good to have you around again. Whoa! Herald has leapfrogged across Grixis, chat. With over 2,000 votes cast, Herald is now in the lead. Man, think of how many potential shillionaires have been sabotaged by this one deck vote. Herald! Get the camera, Herald! You're beating Grixis Planeswalkers! I'm clutching my 84k shillings. All right, and Red Black Vampires is back down to 0% where it belongs. Listen, chat, I'm not saying I run deck polls to encourage people to get more involved and suck shillings out of the economy, but that's exactly what I do. Am I supposed to just be, like, going for it here? I think at this point I'm going for it, right? Hopefully Herald doesn't lose the popular vote and still somehow win the election, dude. It's gonna come right down. Wait, what? Did they? I wonder if that was intentional. Okay, it was not intentional, chat. Misclicks were hit. Our opponent forgot to spend energy on Hardest Lightning. I think it defaults to spending energy equal to the card's toughness, though, right? So they had the edge of it a pretty big misclick, right? Like they accidentally took it off. All right, still within 50. It's gonna come down to who can click faster. We're within 50 votes here of each other. All right, and Grixis takes a solid lead here at the end, up by over 100, with 2,000 votes. Okay, I just want to take stock here. So we had 744 people watching the stream. There were 2,000 votes for Grixis and 1,870 for Herald of Anguish Sacrifice. Thank you for the bits, Triple Double Quad and Carthaz. Thanks for spending all those channel points. I would say don't spend them all in one place, but clearly we did. All right, Grixis Planeswalkers it is. Am I keeping this? Probably not, right? Yeah, like, they're a combo deck, right? I just want to, like, try and combo as quick as possible, and I don't have red mana. It's like, no Transmog, no red mana, let's mulligan. This is fine. Not amazing, but, like, Cultivation into Chariot, I think, is keepable. Someone asked about these Needleverge pathways earlier, by the way, and I missed it. All right, I saw it, but I didn't respond. These are mountains that can cast Kaheera in a pinch. You could probably do without them and be fine, but that's the cute tiny hedge, right? And like the deck's playing 3 mountains as is, I think, so you like have enough basics even without 2 more, so it's like relatively free. It also makes our opponent's paranoid. That's true. You can't deny the paranoia value. If I complain on Twitter, I can get the deck changed, right? Unfortunately, no. They binned a big score there. That's kind of terrifying. I guess they already have some decent amount of mana. What if they like have the Marvel but don't have treasure for it or energy for it yet? Storm the basement. No, Chad, I have 2 sump pumps in my basement. We're not getting stormed down here. That's true. Thinking Christie is only the VP is definitely a misassessment of roles. Alright, so they are 2 NRG away from spinning to win. We got a Fire Prophecy to deal with the reflection. This makes energy every time something goes to the graveyard, though, so we're in trouble, chat. I guess well... Yeah, it includes the treasure, so if I block, they get to spin. I think we're supposed to say no blocks, that way if I draw a disenchant, I can kill this before they spin. Okay. This has got to go. This lets them spin, but I just have to like hope for the best here because they're gonna get to spin it next turn anyways. Okay. Hit me, dealer. These digital only Magic cards and they're like pure variance based design is a pretty real drag. Definitely the worst part about Magic Arena is the design space on these direct to digital cards. Yeah, they could Marvel end a turn there. Marvel ignores casting restrictions. Alright, so 11 looks at something scary here. They get 6 with Marvel and they get 5 with Ultimatum. So I assume we're getting Ugin or Ulamog and dying. They actually kind of missed there, but it's probably still good enough.
True goodness can never be corrupted.
Excuse me? I guess it's just like a big artifact creature you can get that recast big score. That's kind of adorable. Alright, they haven't just windmill slammed something yet. So either they're looking at 6 bombs here or they missed. They missed Gasoline. I don't know that we can get back in this game, but that missing is certainly good for us. Yeah, we can't crew the Chariot with Karn, unfortunately. interact with me. The sheer audacity of it. They're going to spinning it extra. They're going to pop back a big score. So, overall, this deck felt fine. This deck felt like a very typical non-rotating format Magic deck in that almost every game we played felt super polarizing. It felt like the matches we played against the food deck, of all things, were the closest and most interesting, I think. Sans when our opponent was taking forever to play, but most of the other games were either getting, like, counterspelled and removal spelled out of being able to play a meaningful game, or we just, like, did our thing and put a Titan into play early, and our opponent just, like, packed it in, so... this deck seems like a fine choice if you want to play games quickly on Arena or you really like doing this particular type of thing, but I don't think I'd recommend this deck from a pure power level perspective based on what it's doing and how polarized almost all of its matchups are.